TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole, here with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and with Wade Barrett. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to see the TWF hard-made winnings on stake here today when Faith, who is now a two-time TWF hard middle fighter, takes on Masco, who is the former TWF heavyweight fighter. That's right, Autolycus says. Faith did win the TWF hard-made winnings in the past, and she's going to win it back here again here today, Autolycus says. I can tell you one thing, Wade Barrett said. Faith may have won it before, but we know that she lost it as fast as she won it back in the past. Well, there's Faith in the ring now. You know, shit. And Michael Cole, Wade Barrett said, you know, that she lost it as fast as she won it the first time. And if it wasn't for the over sticky ooze she's got on her, she would have been thrown out for the third time. Well, first off, I'm going to tell you right now, you know, Michael Cole said that was a very uncalled thing to say. Shit. Yes, I do know, Wade Barrett, I know. That was a very uncalled thing to say, Michael Cole says, you know, about saying about Faith and having her leg over sticky oozed in. If it wasn't for that, she'd been thrown away for the third time. For the thirdeth time. Well, Michael Cole said, well, it is true. Wade Barrett said, it did happen. I mean, she did have 2 runs in the TWF, and they had to throw her away because they couldn't put her back together those first 2 times. Wade Barrett said, well, Autolycus said, I was in the TWF back in the day too, back in between 99 and 20 YL, and I got thrown away and I'm back. And I oversticky oozed my weapons to my hand. Does that make me bad? Autolycus says. Alright, Masco says. I'm calling you, now Faith, I want to have another match for the TWF hard middle winnings, which a lot of folks out there liked back in the day when WWE had one, when WCW had one, and when OVW had one, and they still have one now. And back when hard middle wrestling was a big thing, and you had ECW, which has been dead since 2001 YL. But now you got XPW, GCW, and CZW picking up where they left off at. Alright, Faith says, I think I know where you're going with this. You want to know if I'm going to be a fighting TWF hard middle fighter. That's what you're asking for, is it not? Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. So at the end of the day, yeah, we'll have that match. You got the tools? You got the weapons, Faith says? Well, no, I'll have to go bring the tools. I'll have to bring the weapons, Masco says. We got to fight Laura in the ring so he can make it lawful. Well, this is for the TWF hard-made winnings. First, he is Masco from the Power Players, or the Mic Players Farseer show, or Drawing show. And she is the TWF hard-made fighter, Faith, from Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer, and Angel Farseer shows. Well, I can tell you what, Michael Cole said, Faith is her 20th time as a TWF hard-made fighter. And now she's going to get now they're going to get all of the tools out and weapons out. You know, like the bow, like the wire fence, Michael Cole said. 2 wire fences, Michael Cole says. Well, I could tell you one thing, Autolycus said. I won that winnings many times. You know, I won that. I won that winnings many times in the past. And let me tell you something. It is a hard winnings. It is a hard. It is a hard winnings. To keep a hold of. And now Faith is gonna come after him with the sandbag. Oh! And Masco just knocked that sandbag right into Faith, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Autolycus said. Faith ran at Masco with the sandbag from the Dollar Tree fighter. We don't know what team of the land might that it came from. But anyway, here it comes. It always hits her with another sandbag and knocks her down. Autolycus goes. Well, I can tell you what, Michael Cole said. The TWF hard made winnings can go back to at least late 9 between the end of 9 between 98 YL or early 9 between 99 YL with Mankind, the first one who won the WWE one. And Michael Cole said, well, Wade Barrett said he hit Faith again with the wired fence. Hit him again with another wired fence. What's he going to do now with that boat? I don't know what he's going to do with that boat. Oh! So when did a boat or a ship ever become a weapon? Wade Barrett says. When did that ever happen? Is that what they do on the Mike Players drawing show that I never saw, Wade Barrett says. I don't know. Masco thinks he's got everything under run and lead. He just body slams Faith. And to answer your asking thing, I don't know, Michael Cole says, when that boat became a weapon. The boat became, a weapon now since Masco hit Faith with that boat. Or is that a ship? Oh no, that's a boat, Autolycus says. It's not big enough to be a ship, so it's a boat. What kind of boat? I don't know. Wait a minute, Faith's going to hit him with the boat now. Faith knocked down Masco. Hit him with the boat. Michael Cole says. And now Faith's going to hit Masco with the wired fences that also came from the Dollar Tree. And it seems how bad this is going to be. Faith hit Masco again with the other sandbag. She hit Faith, knocked Masco down with the other sandbag. But I don't know if Faith is done working all those tools and all those weapons, Michael Cole said. Well, I can tell you one thing, Autolycus says. Faith is going to probably do something outstanding. Because you got to do something that the utmost, the utmost to keep the TWF hard made winnings, Autolycus says. Let me tell you something, Autolycus. I'll tell you right now, Wade Barrett said. The word extreme's a French borrowed word. The word hardcore, well, hard is the English word, but core is a French borrowed word. So the English word would be hard middle or hard made. And it would be utmost. Oh! She just hit him in the head with that Irwin toy stand. Looks like Faith is going to keep the TWF hard-made winnings, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Wade Barrett said, I would think so, after Faith hit Masco with an Irwin toy doll stand. We all know who came with that one. Get out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Shit. Here is your winner. And still, the TWF hard-made fighter, Faith. And Faith has won, that has kept the TWF hard-made winnings here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And she just beat Masco from the Mike Players, a brawling show that I have never seen before, Michael Cole says. And he was bought from Ole's. I'm going to say at least going back to 2002 YL, or at least, or 2020 YL, or 2021 YL. Michael Cole says, Well, to be earnest with you, Autolycus said it was a great match we saw here today on Friday Night Smackdown for the TWF Hard Made Winnings. I know some folks are not really. Some folks like hard made wrestling. Some folks don't like hard made wrestling. I know that a lot of folks have high standards for it, and I don't know if we met their standards or not, Autolycus says. I believe that Faith and Masco had a great match, had a great fight here today. Yes, they did, Autolycus, Michael Cole says. Faith kept the toy wrestling gathering hard-made winnings for another day, a winnings that was hard to keep in the beginning. Offshoot 24/7 oversight on it, which it had on and off during its lifetime, and it made it even more harder. Well, I can tell you one thing, Wade Barrett said. I don't really like Masco or Faith, but I do onlook both of them. And I did think that Faith and Masco had a great match here today, a great fight here today on Friday Night Smackdown. At least that's my thought, that's my belief, Wade Barrett says. Well, it's all the time we got here it's all the time we have here. I mean, no, it's not. Gene Okerlund is now going to be talking with Faith. Alright, Michael Cole, I'm going to be talking with Faith here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Faith, you're still the TWF hard-made fighter, a winning that you won back in your first run in the TWF back in the day. You just had a match with Masco here today on Friday Night Smackdown. How's that do it? How's it do it, Gene Okerlund? I can tell you what, Faith says. I am still the TWF hard-made fighter. Alright, I might not live up to the standards of some folks who will go back and look at all of our old films and what's on film and what's on disc and what we put on here back now. And some folks out there might say we didn't meet the standards. Oh, but I think I had a great match. I think I had a great fight. Masco is one hell of a wrestler, one hell of a fighter, one hell of a overstar, whatever you want to call him. You know, I don't care. But I still am the TWF hard-made fighter. Of winnings that went back to 9 between 99 YL of Mankind, I still have it now. And I hope at least that I can keep on having on the show as all the times we did in the past. Well, Faith, you know, being the TWF hard-made fighter is not a smooth thing. There are many men and women coming for that winnings. Many dolls, too. Not only Masco. Well, I know there's many other dolls, or wrestlers, or fighters, or overstars, or sports gleesmen, or glee women, whatever you want to call them. I know they're coming after me, and I'll be ready for all of them. Alright, that's my talk with Faith. Back to you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Faith here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And this is all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole for Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Through.